I wanted to show you how it look after the installation is complete, and this is the way I ordered and organized the harnesses. And this is the ballot button for to program the remote control and menus options. So I'm gonna proceed to tell you to remove this cover, which is only 3 screws. I'm pointing right now where the screws goes, and then you just pull it out because it has clippers, so it's very easy, not complicated. So the screws are not there, so I'm just gonna pull it off and show you a few details that I need you to know. For example, that's the keyless entry. That's where the keyless entry is. That's where I got the harness to lock and unlock. So it's better if you unplug it, because it's gonna be better for you to work with. Where the where is the honk cable? As you can see, it has the blue plastic clamp for wire right there, with the brown cable from the primary harness, and we see our white of the flashlights. And you see that it is attached to the orange right there, the coming from the light switch. And then we had our ground, and we also gonna take a look to the black white on the top of the pedal switch. And I made that correction right there because it resulted to be a negative polarity, so I had to hook up my black and white from the remote harness. And then we got the ignition right there that is properly plugged. I wanted you to know these little details before start. And now let's get started with part number 2 on how to install the remote starter on a Subaru Forester 2002. I hope you like this video. Thank you. Hello everybody, this is me getting ready to work, and I'm gonna turn on my car from here before I go out. As you can see right there, it's turning on over there. You see, I got it. So this is me going towards my car. I'm gonna unlock it, and you're gonna hear that it's on. So everything was success. And now I'm gonna explain you. From this harness, you're gonna use the brown for the honk, the black for the ground, and the white for the flashlights. Remember these 3 cables, or write it down. From this one, you're gonna use the lock doors with the light blue and the green. The blue is for unlock and the green is for lock. So, and the heavy gauge, of course, except for the pink white. And now from this one, for only gonna use the remote start harness with 5 pins. So the only thing you wanna use is the black white, and I will explain you why soon. Okay, as we're gonna take a look right now to the starter diagram for the Subaru Forester 2002, and we'll see the colors right here. So white white is 12 volt, white black is the starter. So we're gonna see the ignition green, and the accessory is gonna be yellow. So we can see these colors in this cable, but I'm not gonna use the side of the color. I'm gonna use the continuation of this harness, because is the side of the colors we saw in the diagram is too short. So I'm gonna peel off this harness a little bit up. As you can see, I unplug it to do this, and I recommend you just plug the heavy gauge wires here. So as you can see right here, we see a continuation of color, which is like all of them black combination. Black white is for the white, black yellow is for the white black, and the other colors are black for the ignition green, and yellow accessory is gonna be that black blue. So all you do is convert the colors, as you see the continuations, which continues with which color, and you peel this harness up to the tops. And what you do is you get your 2 red power cables. I'm gonna make many corrections that I had to do from part 1. Is I realized that I have to get the 2 red cables from the heavy gauge wire, put them together, and hook them up to the black white, which is 12 volt constant, and get your purple wire and hook it up to the black yellow, which is a starter. And Also, grab your pink wire and hook it up to the black wire, which is ignition. And grab for last but not less important is the orange, which is accessories to the black blue. So you can repeat this part of the video as many times as you need to make sure you're hooking up pretty well your wires for the heavy gauge. So the pink white, you can cut it off if you want from the heavy gauge wire harness. We're not gonna need it for this. And I'm stopping a lot with this because I want you to really see. This is where all those wire ends up, which is the same for the ignition continuation. So as you can see right now, we're gonna see the power lock and the unlock, which is lock is red white and unlock is yellow red. And I'm showing you here. So when you unlock and unlock the door, you're gonna hear clicks, and that's where your keyless entry is. So you unplug it and you can see the colors right here. So I just show you that, and this is the wire I just show you is the wire for the lock keyless entry harness. So right now I also gonna remove this power and steering I mean like the steering column cover, and then I'm gonna show you how. So I know that I had it previously show you how, but I also need to show you how to remove certain things. So that's why I didn't want to leave you just like that. So you saw those 3 holes right there. So those 3 holes you're gonna have to take out, remove 3 Phillips screwdrivers, and then you're gonna pry it out. You take off you move down the steering wheel as much as you can, and you remove that cover. Once you remove that cover, you will have the bottom of the steering wheel column open, and then you can do your work more comfortable. You don't have to remove it if you don't want to. I just wanted to show you how to remove it just in case you need to do so. And I don't want to leave you without explanation. I'm trying to make this video as clear as I can, and doing an effort to guide you as much as I can. So also, if you see I already took a cover, later on in this same video I'm going to show you how to remove it too. Okay, so I have to scramble around with some process because I needed to show you certain things, and I wanted you to understand pretty well. My intention is not confuse you. So, and I want to show you here real quick the harness for the flashlight. As you can see it right here, it is right here. You just gotta follow it and find the orange cable. And over here, as you can see, I already plugged my lock and unlock cables from the harness, lock and unlock harness. So I also gonna show you where do I hook my ground. As you can see right here, I'm gonna hook my ground, so I'm gonna attach like this white clip. I recommend you, instead of getting this one, get a ground ring from the auto part, and then you put it instead of what I did. It's gonna be better. But first of all, before do anything all of that, I recommend you to remove this steering wheel column, like this black part. So it's 10 millimeter socket. So you remove that before do anything else. And this is the wire for the flashlight. That's where the white cable from the main primary harness goes, and that over there is the black white cable from the brake pedal. There is a polarity that we need to check with the light test. Get a light test and a meter when you're doing this, because they are very useful. And as you can see right there, I already hook up the brown, but later on I will explain you what's going on with that and why my car didn't turn on when I hook up the brown one. A difference from the part 1, in this part 2 I wanted to tell you that is the black white from the remote start harness. That's what you have to put in the brake pedal, because the polarity is negative. So that's why. So right now I'm peeling off the white cable coming from the main harness for the flashlights, and then I'm gonna put like a connector for a plastic clamp connector that I already put on the orange cable right there, and that this gonna be hooked up on that plastic clamp connector. So you make sure you splice it pretty well, and then after that we hook it up to that orange wire. Is you just have to follow the harness coming from the top steering wheel, steering column coming down, and as you can see right here, I'm gonna plug it right now, and I'll show you how to plug this. As you can see, I already have this ready. Make sure that it's well connected, because if you don't connect this well, it won't work properly. I use these T-top connectors for the ignition harness wire, but honestly, it's not the best thing to do. I rather use wire to wire, as you can see right here. Always secure your connections with electrical tape and zip ties. And this is the way I wired the orange. So I'm gonna show you this as an example. So you used a razor blade to cut off this section of the cable. Always be careful. You use like a needle or something to open the gap, and then when you're ready, you put your cable inside that hole and roll it up around. So you cross with the other cable you're gonna hook and roll it up around. As right now, I'm gonna make a little bit bigger the hole and put my wire. I'm gonna do the same thing with the two red wires that I told you, because the T stops, it doesn't work. So this is the correction I did. The black wire cable, I realized that the brown cable, even if it says it was positive, it was wrong, because when I checked with a test light and pushed my brake, the test light turned on. That means that the brake cable pedal is negative polarity. It's the opposite what the wire should say. So I had to use the black white wire, and that was the reason why my car didn't turn on. Once I correct that, everything works perfect. This, and also it's very important, put the jumper polarity for the flashlight. This is how it's gonna go. I hope this information is useful for you. Let me know if you need a part number 3, getting some details, and I will be happy to help you. Thank you.